Hey everyone, I'm not having tea anymore. Basically, remember how I said last video was the longest one I've ever sat down and recorded, and that was like 1,700 words? Well, as you guys know, Changes is probably one of my favorite series I've ever done, and which means, what? That doesn't make sense. Which means I was sort of writing and went overboard, and I've written 2,000 words by accident. I like the series. This is going to be probably my longest video. 2,000 words. No, 2,400. No, was it just 2,000? 2,400? I don't know, it's in between there. I think my longest one was 2,400, so I think it's like 2,000 and a bit. So yeah, it's not at all a short version. Unfortunately, to give my hands a break, I stopped at 2,000 words. Like, oh no, so little. But yeah, let's just get into it. I hope you guys enjoy this. Welcome if you're new, and welcome back if you're already a friend here. Basically, everyone who's here is basically my friend, because you guys are some of the nicest people I've ever met. Well, I haven't met you. The nicest people I've ever interacted with. Lost my words. Changes too. Marinette decided to stay another year. She made a tough call to her parents. Hey, they said, expecting their daughter to be coming home soon. Hey, listen, this isn't easy to say, but she took a breath in. I want to stay another year. I know I'm supposed to return, but I love it here. I made new friends and found an amazing village. I'm actually a leader here, like part of a government, and it's only been a little while. I have a nice house and amazing people. I'm staying. There is a school and very smart people, so I'll still be learning. I miss you a lot. I love you, but I need this, she said. Her parents were sad, but impressed. Their daughter is a leader. She sounded so happy that there was no answer but yes. They agreed. She was over the moon. Next call was Alia, Adrian, and Nino. Hey girl, what's up? Asked Alia. This isn't easy to say, but I'm not coming back as soon as I thought, Marinette said. What? What do you mean? They had a class picnic, so Alia put it on speaker. Oh, you are with the class. This makes it easier to tell everyone. Basically, I found some people that mean a lot. They're like family, and I'm in a place of peace. I need this right now, and I love it. I already have a position as leader, and you won't believe my transformation. I'm not going to say too much so I can surprise all of you, but let's just say I've gone through some changes. I can fence now, and I speak a new language, and meditate. My hair's grown out, so say bye to the pigtails, and a lot more. The new plan is I'll stay here for a year. I have to go. I have a meeting now. Love you guys. Marinette hung up. Class was shocked. A year! A whole year! She sounded happy, so it couldn't have been that bad. She did say she had changes. It seemed to be good. They just had to wait. Marinette's morals stayed the same. She changed in many ways. Her looks, her balance, her skills, her likes, her dislikes, and a range of others. The one thing that would never change was her love for what's right. In fact, her personality improved, if that was even possible. She learned how to not let things get to her. She was no longer stressed. She was so confident in this new skill, she thought she could have been trapped in a room with Chloe, Lila, and Hawkmoth without freaking out and revealing her identity. Yeah, that would be helpful. She continued to lead the people of the Miraculous. She learned the secret language of the Miraculous. It was only given to the most trusted leaders. She had many friends, people that truly understood her. Marinette was at peace. The year went by amazingly. She made so many good friends. She considered that place her second home. She considered the people her second family. Over the year, Marinette had started designing clothes for the holders. They were all very sporty as the people were true. They were all very very sporty, as the people were truly athletes. Messed up my words, sorry. She did this as a hobby. The morning she spent walking around and greeting others. The afternoons were for training and meetings. The nights were for family and her time. She loved it. She loved it. It may have been busy and a lot of responsibility, but it was so worth it. She got a few akumas every day. She had given Chat Noir a small box that would transport the akuma safely. Luckily, there hadn't been much going on in Paris. When Ladybug left, there was no reason to send as many villains. Hawkmoth had given up. Even if he got the Black Cat Miraculous, he wouldn't have the other. He still wanted to make Chat Noir's life difficult, so he sent some minor akumas once in a while. Marinette barely checked her phone or the dates, besides when talking to her family. She didn't even realize the year going by. About a year and 3 months later, Alia dropped a sudden reminder. Marinette decided she would go home, her real home, for a while. She would still visit the temple, but she needed to go at some point. She decided to keep her coming home a secret. After all, knowing them, they would pick her up at the airport, even though she'd probably use the horse Miraculous and get into an alley not far. She had her daily call with Alia. Yeah, even though it had been more than a year since they last hung out, they were still close as ever, as close as sisters. She kept up with the rest of her friends as well. She had gotten over her crush on Adrian. She even got herself a boyfriend. Marinette was no doubt popular. That wasn't just because of the title she held. It was because she deserved it. Even at school, she had been crushed on more than the others. Her boyfriend was a sweet boy her age. He held a bear Miraculous. He suited it too. He was so strong and muscular. He was tall and brave. He was also fluffy and loved affection on the inside. He was a warrior, but also a cuddler. When he trained, he was fierce, and she used to think a bit scary. When he was doing anything else, he was soft, genuine, generous, kind, smiley, happy, just perfect. She dated him for 10 months. Most of her trip, actually. Marinette didn't mention her boyfriend. As she called Alia told her about a meet of the class was having. Yeah, girl, I wish you were here. It's been a year and 3 months. Anyway, the whole class will be there. We are meeting at the park tomorrow at 3. Don't get me wrong, I still eat the macaroons from your parents, but I wish you brought some of the ones you make. Alia missed Marinette so much. Best friends or sisters? They may as well be both. Hey, love, you have a meeting. Alia heard a voice. Who was that? Did I just hear him say love? Alia asked. Marinette panicked. Meeting! Gotta go! Bye, Alia! She quickly hung up. She and her boyfriend laughed. So that's Alia, he joked. She just nodded. She wondered the best way to say this. Hey, babe. I love you, but I need to go home. I'll visit when I can. You have my number. I'll go tomorrow. I'm leaving you in charge. She was a little sad. His smile went down. He came closer and hugged her. She let out a few tears. She will miss her new family. So, the next day, she was greeted by the village and her boyfriend. She gave out many hugs. She did a speech. She left her boyfriend in the lead and promised to return one day. She left her number on a paper that she put in the temple. It was for emergency, but also some calls. So she used the Miraculous. She stepped into the bakery and saw her parents. They almost didn't recognize the strong woman in front of them. Didn't you miss me? She laughed and went into their arms. They hugged her and she baked some macaroons. She got an idea the night before. She talked to her parents for a few hours before heading out. She wore a basic outfit. It was different to her old choice. She wore blue jeans, pink crop top, and a denim jacket. She looked cute and could show off her abs. She put her hair in a high pony. She had grown it out and now had long hair. She spotted her friends. She was going to make a grand entrance. She jumped really high. She did a few flips. She had their attention, but they hadn't seen her face. She landed in front with ease. Yeah, training had paid off. She held up the macaroons and looked at Alia. Didn't you say you wished I was here yesterday? She smiled. Marinette? Alia questioned. Marinette did her signature giggle. That hadn't changed. Who else? Alia ran up and hugged Marinette. The class was so shocked. That was Marinette. She was taller, more flexible, obviously stronger. She was more beautiful, if that was even possible. They all stood up. Miss me? She asked. They took turns hugging her, and Alia didn't let her go. Hey, Dudette, Nino said with a hug. Hey, Mari, it's nice to see you, Adrian said. He was just as in awe as the rest of the class. They all sat down. Marinette laughed at their stunned faces. They all stared. That was her. Marinette was the same personality-wise. She just looked and acted different. Not one stutter. Not one trip. Hey, you guys aren't exactly subtle, she commented. Sorry, Mari, you just look so different. A good difference, Adrian said. Well, thank you. I'm guessing you guys want to know what happened. She tried to start a conversation. They just nodded. Well, I went to a small village. It was beautiful, high in the mountains. Waterfalls, grass, hills surrounded it. I did school, I designed, I met my boyfriend, I did some training, I learned to do some cool stuff, like that flip. I became calmer and happier, she said. The classmates processed the information. Hold on a second, said Alia. Did you say boyfriend? Marinette smiled. Yeah, I love him so much. We have been dating for 10 months. She watched the faces go into even more shock. You didn't tell me for that long. For how long? Said Alia. You heard me. I wanted to see your face. The rest of the day she spent with her friends. She was happy and changed. Marinette left after a few hours. Did you guys see and hear the same as me? Asked Alia. Yeah, Dudette. She flipped it in like nothing. She is so different, said Nino. Then Adrian. And she has a boyfriend? She looked like she really liked him. Adrian was happy for her, but he also felt something else. He didn't know why, but he kind of hurt. She was just a friend, right? Marinette joined school. Her skills were revealed slowly. One day the class had another picnic. Marinette had said she had other plans. They walked and tried to find an ice spot, only to see her. Marinette, the clumsiest person in class, was standing on a 10-foot bamboo stick with one leg. The class asked the gardener how long she'd been up there. The reply was shocking. Hours? Marinette had been that easy for hours? I don't even know what that's supposed to say. They called and she jumped down as though it was normal. Oh, you guys caught me. She checked her phone. 3 hours is not as long as I hoped. Oh well, I guess that's good considering it was a school day. I'll have to do a 24-hour meditation on the weekend. Anyways, what's up, guys? She asked as if the sentence was normal. They started questioning her the 24-hour thing. 24 hours, said Alia. Yeah, believe it or not, that isn't very long compared to some meditations I've done. She was cut off by her phone ringing. She saw the caller's name and immediately picked up. Hey, honey bear. What better name for her boyfriend? He was as sweet as honey and held the bear Miraculous. She talked for the next few minutes. Afterwards, Marinette went home. She was a little sad. It was their 1-year anniversary in a week. The class had noticed she wasn't 100%. What's wrong? Asked Adrian. The picnics had become regular, 2 times a week thing. Well, next picnic would be my 1-year anniversary with my boyfriend. I just wish he was here. I miss him so much, she said. He didn't want to sadden her more, so they just moved on. Little did Marinette know that what was happening far away. Her boyfriend was using another teleportation Miraculous and was planning to surprise her on their anniversary. They had a call in the morning, and she told him about the picnic. He brought her favorite flowers from the village. They were rare in most places, but blooming everywhere in the mountains. They were her favorites. He got to Paris, not far from where she was. He was also a warrior. They had a picnic, and he spotted her right away. He did the same insane flip and landed behind her. Her friends once again shocked. Was this a thing now? She felt a presence that were not one of her classmates. She whipped around into a battle position. Her boyfriend deflected it and struck back. She jumped over it and realized who it was. The class watched. How many things did she learn? I mean, she could fight as well? So I'm guessing you still train? He smiled. What? Oh my god, I didn't think I'd see you. Tears stung her eyes as she jumped up and clung to him tightly. The class watched. Who in the world was that? He was so big and strong, even bigger than Chat Noir. How did he flip like that? How did he deflect her strike? Why was she so happy to see him? She got down and hugged him again. I missed you, she said happily. I missed you more. How are you, love? It clicked in Alia's head. That's the voice from the mountains. He was with you. Marinette realized her friends were there. Oh yeah, guys, this is my boyfriend. Oh, are these my favorites? She spotted the flowers in his hand. Yeah, picked by me from your favorite spot, he smiled. Aw, he is so romantic, said Rose. Her friends got closer and admired him. Girl, you never told me he looked like that. He is as handsome as you said. Marinette groaned. Oh, so you must be Alia, he said, shaking her hand politely. The rest of the day, Marinette clung to his side, much to Adrian's dislike. Why? Why was he so selfish? Why did he want him to go? Why was he so hurt? Why had he never noticed? Adrian was angry at himself for letting this happen. We're leaving it here. Like I said in the beginning, I wish I didn't have to leave you guys on the cliffhanger. I wish I could write more, but it's getting late. It's 10 p.m. and I don't want to write anymore. This is more than 2,000 words, and I wrote a 1,700 word other one, Identities, wasn't it? That I also released today. Yeah. So I've written a lot today. I hope you guys enjoyed. So next part coming soon. I think tomorrow they'll be quite short because like I said, I've produced so much today. Tomorrow I have a dentist appointment again, which will suck. I don't want to go. Actually, I really like the dentist. I like the office, but I'd rather stay home lazy. I'd so rather stay home lazy. Yeah, so dentist tomorrow. You know, the standard checkup one, you know, check if you have any cavities. And if you had normal teeth, she'd do the cleaning. But since I have the braces on, there's a different dentist that does that who, you know, has special tools and special training to, you know, work around brackets and work around the wires and all of that. And she can, you know, take out wires if she wants to clean. So that I have on the 14th of November. So not too far away, a little over 3 weeks. Yeah, just over 3 weeks actually. And I'll go to the cleaning one. We'll do about an hour clean, I think, is what we booked. And then another 75 minutes-ish for her to take out the actual braces. But she'll leave in these retainers that are like, you know, permanent. Like basically she'll use the same type of substance that's used for like, you know, fillers in teeth, you know, when they drill a hole, or if like my teeth, they're very deep teeth, so it's really easy to get food stuck in there and, you know, get cavities. So I have fillers in just to make sure that, you know, it's not too deep because like otherwise they become a trap for extra food. So they're gonna use that type of thing and, you know, like glue them on, which is gonna be kind of annoying because I have to have them for the rest of my life. But they're very thin wires, and they, you know, fitted exactly to my mouth, so they won't be very noticeable. And they'll be on the back of my teeth, so no one else will see them. And I'll probably get used to it, not feel it. Like, I forget I have braces all the time, because it's just not something that goes through your head. Anyway, question of the video. I planned this out. What did I say before? Man, I forgot. Oh, I need to stop doing this. This is so stupid. I literally said it before I started recording. I was like, this is going to be the question of the day, of the video. I honestly have no idea what it is. Oh, about the last question. I was surprised how many people actually said Flash. That was actually really cool. Oh, I figured it out. I'm being kind of quiet because it's time for me to go to bed. The question is, what's your dream job? Like, if you were allowed to pick your job, what would it be? I think I'd want to be sort of like my dad. He just does like a lot of stuff. Like, he, how do you explain it? Like, he invests in different stuff, and he has different businesses for different categories. Like, he has a cafe and an IT company. We have a family camp as well, like a lot of different stuff. But then he also gets to work from home if he wants to. Like, he can choose if he goes to the building or stay home, and he can work from what times he wants. He's like busy, but he can also make time. Like, just now we were outside, my aunt came over, she didn't live too far, and so we were just talking, and he was sitting there, and I showed him some of my schoolwork, and he looked at it, he was quite interested. He's very interested in what I learned, and he and me, or him and I, like random facts and random skills, and debate about random stuff, and we're quite competitive, so yeah.